This is how I cut up a log for crotch figure. This is a cherry log. It's about 10 foot long and 16 inches at the narrowest part. First thing I do is check fuel level. It needs some. I know the oil level is good because I just changed it. This is the log I'm going to cut. It was cut down in the spring at least a year ago. I don't remember if it's a year or 2 years. But you'll see that the bark is quite loose. Spring cut trees tend to lose their bark pretty easily. And other than making a mess on the sawmill, and that actually works in your favor for this type of a cut. I like to take the bark off of anything that has raw edges anyway. And this one had been dragged through the dirt and mud, so it had quite a bit in the bark. Having the bark just kind of fall off makes it so I don't have to clean all of that out when I go to saw it. I'm marking the centers of the pith at both the far end and the two crotch pieces so that I can try to get everything level and center the pith on the sawmill as I go to cut it. I also marked approximately where I'm going to have to cut the wings off of the crotch since this is too wide for my sawmill. The mill will cut 24 inches between the blade guides, but that's if it's in exactly the right position. So I like to give myself a few inches, so I try to get it down to around 20 inches, 21 inches, something on that order, so that it clears everything pretty easily. The log has a protuberance sticking out to one side, and as I bring it up, it keeps catching the fender, and I didn't want to bend the fender. So I took the piece of wood to keep it from rolling in so it would bypass that and get up over the fender. Working with logs that don't want to roll can be a little tricky. I've come up with a couple of tricks to let the hydraulics help me get something like this pushed on a little bit further because it won't roll into place. I have a couple of these 4x4 blocks in different lengths to help me shove a log over that doesn't want to go. Now I could do this with the tractor or a lever or something, but since I have the hydraulics, it's a lot faster just to use those. You can really see how loose the bark is here, and it just keeps kind of sloughing off. The log was quite dirty, so this was actually a help, and there was no sign of bugs or rot in the wood under the bark. I start by using the log turner to get the tallest wing up so that I can cut it off and start getting that end a little bit narrower so it will go through the blade guides. Now I'll roll it and do the same thing to the other side. By the way, if you want the bark to stay on, it's best to cut the tree in the winter time when the sap is down. Now I'm going to see if I've cut enough off to give me the clearance that I need. I didn't show it, but I did check the height of the pitch, both across the crotch and end for end, trying to keep everything level. Now, I could drag these back, but I'm going to pick them up with a tractor and take them to where I am going to sticker them. So rather than handle the heavy slabs, I'll just leave them in place and make it easy on myself. The problem with the loose bark is you've got to stop now and then and clear it out of the way here and there. If I had known it was going to come off that easy, I would have just taken it all off where it was when I picked it up. I try to be very gentle when I'm rolling over bigger logs like this, especially when they get really big. This one isn't too bad, but I've had some really big ones on there, and they'll really hit hard if you go too fast. I find a good leaf blower very handy around the sawmill. I used to reach under to clean off the bunks. Now I just blow them clear. I just go by eye to get the mill head positioned approximately where I need it for the first cut. Then I will use the scale to get it exactly where I want it so that I end up with an even cut at the base. I'm cutting these into 6/4 slabs. Because this first slab came out looking pretty good, I will probably use part of it to make a bench out of. So now it's just a matter of cutting slabs till I get to the bottom. I've only got my drinking water container with me, so, no bucket splash today. So let me know, should I keep these for myself, should I sell them, or a combination of both? I have a few more crotch logs in cherry and a few in maple. I think the next one I do, I'll make 9/4 slabs out of it. But let me know what you think. Give me a comment as far as what you would like to see. If you'd like to see me cutting some more of these, or just regular plain saw cherry or maple, that's typically what I cut. I'm thinking about quarter sawing some beech if I get a nice beech log that would work well for that. Let me know if you'd like to see that. If you would like seeing some more of these sawing videos, let me know in the comments and hit the like and subscribe buttons. I appreciate it.